This is the most talentless history. Got popular for saying nothing. If there's one person I say that doesn't deserve the fame, it's this. You haven't said anything. You're just sitting there with big ashy lips.
So here's my first thing. I don't think there's anybody that will come from poverty and become successful without putting in any work whatsoever. So this guy come here to abuse and just to minimize what Khaby Lame has done to make it for himself in the industry is kind of like giving haters vibe, you know. It's showing that clearly he's a hater. So firstly, there's no way you can say Khaby Lame didn't do anything, because first of all, he was one of the pioneers of TikTok comedy. You know, for him to come up with even the concept of taking viral videos and using them to illustrate and make simplified methods, it was a genius move. Nobody had thought of that. Nobody had done that, and he came and he did that. That in itself was a genius move. Yes, the process was very simplified because he didn't have to talk, he didn't have to script. All he had to do was scout for viral videos. But that in itself, scouting for viral videos in itself, shows the genius in Khaby Lame, you know. And the fact that his process was so good that it made over 160 something million people follow you on one platform, and right now you have over 300 million people following you on across all platforms. It shows that you did something. And for this guy to just come here and abuse Khaby Lame like Khaby Lame didn't do anything, it just shows how ignorant he is, and also shows that he is a pure hater.
There's one person I say that doesn't deserve the fame, it's this. You haven't said anything. You're just sitting there with big ashy lips and just got lucky. Zero.
All this happened because of the Met Gala, because Khaby Lame actually was the only content creator to be invited to the Met Gala. And look how Khaby Lame came on the Met Gala. So Khaby Lame with his boss outfits was looking good at the Met Gala. Actually the only content creator to be on this show. They didn't even invite the online king of fashion, Wisdom Kaye, to the Met Gala this year. But they invited Khaby Lame to show that Khaby Lame has left the ecosystem of just being a content creator to a world-renowned celebrity. Remember that the guy said that Khaby Lame has ashy lips. Well, Khaby, I think you need some Vaseline for your lips though, because really, yeah, I'm sure you have licked those lips and now they are white. Please take some Vaseline. You really need Vaseline for these lips, yeah? And only God knows the cost of all these pocket watches he wore on these jackets at the Met Gala.
This guy at Kitchen Merch in Walmart, how you gonna buy something from it? Never spoke. This is the only mother that just pisses me off every time I see him, because it's like, why the are you at the Met Gala? Why are you the highest paid content creator on Forbes under 30? Why?
When people are this envious of a success because they've never reached that point in their life and they don't see themselves ever reaching that point, it really speaks to their person. This guy doesn't know half of Khaby Lame's story, and for the fact that Khaby Lame is where he is today, man, you can't take the success out of the guy. So this is on a global level. Now let's talk about Pella. It's almost like people downplaying Pella's success because of Pella's personality and just the fact that Pella is who he is, he's loved, he has numbers. Well, you might say that Pella has not struggled enough, but coming online, doing those live streams and being entertaining just naturally, it looks easy, but the consistency is the work. And Pella did it until he became successful. So please, if you're not part of the person's process and you don't know the backstory, it's always better to keep short instead of looking like a hater just like this guy.